How's it going? Back here with another video. I'm just down checking on the cows here now. We've let out some cows and calves. They're the first of them out this year. We just went through them there yesterday and let them off yesterday there, and just down checking on them now, making sure there's none of them, down with grass tetany or anything. They all seem okay. They should be okay anyway. They've been getting their minerals there, like so. They should be covered, but look, you never you never know what's going out onto fresh grass. You can get a bit of bother with some of them. Now, touch wood, we haven't now in a good few years, a good while now since we had anything that we had to put magnesium into. But look, you have to check them anyway to make sure that they're nothing down. Go down early now is first thing here. Like get them early is the whole thing. So we're looking around there to see him happy enough. See some of the calves coming up to me here looking for their bit of meal, but whether we'll put a feeder with him or not, they weren't getting an awful amount of meal there now in the tail end. So the cows now should come back into a good bit of milk there now again. So they should be okay. And now before we let him out, we give him all a bolus. Anything that was going out was getting a bolus, and the calves, we give him a multi-mineral drench as well. Just we're going down the bolus route now this year, just to cancel that out. Everyone, or a lot of people, seem to be bolusing anyway. So look, and there you can see the clip marks on their necks there now. See the 2 clip marks on the cow's neck there, and there. So that was for the TB. So yeah, we worked out okay the TB test, everything was clear. So look, that's one less thing there for the year. Happy enough there. Well, no one wants to go down in that, so you'd be glad that you go clear. It's something over your head there. We've been down a couple of times there over the last few years, so you don't want to see it happening again. But look, we're clear there now. We're getting a few cows out, sure. It's getting the year rolling around again. But just have them in on that reseed here. Just get them to tidy it off there. Whether we dress it for silage or not now, I'm not sure. But look, we'll see now as the year goes by. Right, so I'm going to open a bale of silage here. This is our second cut silage. It's tested reasonably well. What was it, 72 DMD, so it's actually better than our first cut this year. I just cut the bottom off it, left it down. Now this is the easy web net. As you see there, it's a lot different than the standard net from Tama. It's very open. Now I thought it'd be a problem with the grass sticking in it, but actually it clears out fairly well if you give it a bit of a chuck. It just cleans off it there, like you can see it's next to nothing left on that, like. So just winds off handy enough. Now I know that's a good square bale, but to have there some of the ryegrass stuff was a bit of a squashy bale, and it came off well too, like, so I wouldn't. That's not what I thought it was going to be. Now I thought it's so open here that I'd really go into the bale and the grass to be stuck to it, but no, it cleans off well now. Just give it a little bit of a chuck. Like you see there, there's not very much silage caught in that. If you really wanted to, you could. But look, yeah. So yeah, like probably for the year ahead, we will bale all the silage, or wrap all the silage and tie all the silage with that easy web. That has worked well for us there with a couple of rolls we used there this year. So yeah, now we're seeing bits of mould, more than we used. Now this is drier silage, I suppose, alright, but like you can see there, the chop length, that's the actual chop length there from the baler, like what has it, 2 inches. So like it's reasonably easy to mix up in the diet feeder. Hasn't to fight with it too much. Probably the outside ring is a bit longer, but yeah, chops it good and well. But we've been using 16 wraps or 2 layers. Probably got extra 2 layers now this year, I think, on a haul. Just just to do away with that bits of moulds, like that's dryish enough. So look, would have expected it with that. Probably should have got to 6 layers. But even on our wetter silage I was seeing it. So probably from, like, we're using the soft hands, whereas down on the bale trying to lift it up. Probably sitting down in the soft hands a bit, maybe half stretching or slight bit of an air. Slight bit of an air getting in. So maybe, like, we've never seen it before when we were using the six layers, and then your plastic got dear, still dear, but having all these mouldy bits is not great either. It's not a big amount on that one now, but look, it's not ideal anyway. Like, they're on about all these mycotoxins and what have you in the moulds. So yeah, we'll go with the 6 layers. I think we'll just go with the 6 layers this time. It will be more expensive, but look, bad silage is expensive too. Now, having said that, we hadn't to throw away a bale or anything. You might have to sprung off one side of it or pull off one side with a grab. But look, it takes time as well as everything else, like rooting around, getting out the bad bits out of it, and getting out the bad bits. You're getting rid of good silage as well. Like, it's not just the bad silage. So there is a cost to it, like, between time and actual silage. So maybe when it's all added up, you know, mightn't be that much dearer after, like, the cost of the plastic, if you understand what I'm saying there, like, compared to having to manually take away the bad stuff off the silage. And so yeah, but definitely we're going to use the Easy Web. Seems to be doing the job there this year anyway. Like, it's easy to get it off, even off the squashier bales, let's say, that's shrunk a bit. It's that little bit stronger, you can pull it off better compared to the net. It's not as inclined to rip. Just the strings in it is stronger some way. You can pull it out, you know, if it's a little bit in under it or caught in a wrinkle in the side of the bale. It will pull out fairly well out of it now, I see that. Now, that's taken off manually. I don't know what way it'd work with the, you know, with the grabbers on the bale splitters and all. I can't say how it works on that. But what we're doing here, like winding a half or even giving a snip and pulling a half one round, seems to work well. So we chance it again for this year anyway, and look, we'll go from there. And that's the other thing. There's the banger going there now. We've got fierce bother with crows there, so I have the banger going. But this over here now, this is the ryegrass silage. As you can see there, like, this will be wet silage enough. As you can see there, like, this will be, you know, like, it's not dry silage, and we're getting a bit of mould here, like, not what you'd be hoping for, like. But that's the ryegrass stuff. Very dark looking silage, but Jesus, the smell of it now is sweet. You nearly take a mouthful of it yourself, nearly. It's so sweet. Very molassesy type of a smell of it. So yeah, I'd imagine I must actually bring a sample of this and get it tested and see what is it testing as. Like, it'd be interesting to see. Now look, we haven't an awful amount of it or anything, like, it's only a couple of acres, like, so. But it is interesting to see what that ryegrass can do. So yeah, we'll probably bring a bit of that, get it tested. Also there in the ryegrass, to say another week now, we'll be taking the first cut off that. That's oh look, it's nearly a bit more of a hindrance now than anything taken off. A small amount of bales, but look, It is good stuff. So at that rate, probably get 3-4 cuts off it. 3 definitely, 4, probably get to 4 I'd imagine. It's growing pretty quick. Oh jeez, I have to sneeze now. Oh God. Oh, bit of a dose on, but look. So yeah, we'll be cutting that now over the next week or 10 days and we'll see what that's like. So yeah. So we got the heifers divided out there now, there over the last couple of days there. Heifers that we're keeping, replacement heifers. There's 20 heifers here now, but there's about 5 of them are the smallest of the heifers as well. So whether we'll let them on to the mart or graze them for the summer, I'm not sure there. But yeah, we picked them out along there, just sort of picked out a few with stars, a few we liked which hadn't great stars. So like, look, what do you do? Like I don't know, like a lot of the ones with the stars I wasn't overly happy with him, but look, we picked a few anyway to keep that end of it up. There's a few there, there's 2s and 3s as well, like, so we picked them out. They're good heifers, I can't see any problem with them, but that's what we have now. We have, and their ages is ranging from just 17 months back to just almost 14 months, a few days in their 14 months. But we're planning on synchronising these now, and I was on to AI Man there, I haven't booked there for the 25th. So like there will be almost, them ones now, they'll be just knocking on 15 months. So as we're all told, 24 months is the time to calve them. Look, it's hard to know. I often thought we got on better with older heifers. You know, let them, when you're autumn and spring calving, let them, you know, bring the autumns for the spring calving and the spring calving, then let them run on to the autumn, so they're getting a half year over them. So 30 months ish calving. Thought we got on better, had finer cows, but we've calved a few at 24 as well, and some years they're able to calve better. So like, I don't know, like it's hard to know. It's not like, you see where they're coming from. You have 6 months sooner getting the cash back out of them. So look, you're it's just something to be, it's just something to have a maybe mind up on yet, whether to stick with what we were doing or to go all 24 months. But like, well, actually we'll sort of half see it now this time, because there's a scatter of autumn calvers in it as well. So as I was saying, 17, so 17 and a half, she'll be 20, well no, she'll be about 18 months going into calf, so 27 months. So look, it's a little bit older, but yeah, I haven't fully decided on what bulls we'll be using on them. Looking at a few different AI companies there to see what are they offering. The bulls that I used there last year, I'm not awfully happy with the calves, but look, they have a long way to go. I won't say anything about the calves yet. Like, it's only when they're really hanging is when you can say a bull did this or a bull did that. But just as the calves are at the minute, I'm just finding them that little bit lighter in themselves. But look, they have a long ways to go. Yeah, I was looking at a few different AI companies there. So, and be doing a 10-day synchronising on these as well, the same as we done last year. Got on well with that last year. So yeah, we'll stick with what we got on well with. Some say there's no need to do a 10-day on heifers, but jeez, the way it worked for us last year, I can't not do it, like. So yeah,
and bring them around together. This watching cows for bulling now is a bit. Look, you have to be here all the time watching, and you have to have a good setup out in the field. Like, these are going to be AI'd from the shed, synchronising all through the shed, so I run up and down. There's 10 cows and their calves which are gone out there. They're synchronised them, and we have the few cows that slipped calf there with the selenium injection, and there's a few of the spring calvers there lagging behind. So look, they say you should get rid, but we give them a chance, synchronise them, bring them around, and we'll see. And we'll see there what way that works. So there'll be a good shot. I'm like to be 10, 15, 25. To be somewhere between 25 and 30 to be synchronised and AI there. We're going to go fixed time AIing, so yeah. Just to try and tighten up our calving patterns a bit, and have the heifers that little bit early as well. Give them a chance to come back in after a little bit, slow going back to the bull. So give them a chance to be in the middle of the bunch again. So yeah, we have these down here, cooling them off a little bit on their meal. They're a kilo less than what they were on there now the last couple of days. We'll drop them back another kilo, so that'll be 3 kilos. We'll bring them. I'll hold them at that then until we start synchronising, get them in calf, and then drop them back again. Just that they're not going out, too hot out to the field. Give them a chance to get used to the grass there anyway. And then the cows that we have, the rights they should be gone out, but we want to scan just to be sure and see what way we're going. We want to scan. There's a scatter of them there in that. Want to scan them, see what way they're going before we let them off, and then we'll divide them out. So hopefully get scanning now early next week, and we'll see what way they're going, where they're going, and divide them out with their bulls, the 2 bulls then. Well, the bulls won't be going out to them now till the end of the month. So we'll aim there for something around the scanning time there to let off the bulls as well, 25th, the last week of April, to let them off. So yeah, that's them. If you're still watching, maybe give us a like and subscribe, and shall we see you in the next one. Good luck.